Well, good morning. We are on Pattaya Beach. It's good to be back in Pattaya. I've been traveling all over to Singapore, Bali, Bangkok. Now I'm finally settling down in one place for a few weeks, and I haven't done an investing video in about a month. A lot of you have asked me, what stocks do I use to actually generate dividends and live this way, traveling the world as a minimalist? Well, I'm gonna cover 5 in this video. And the reason why I chose them is they pay a lot and they're somewhat stable, okay? But I have about 20 stocks. My stock portfolio brings me about 6% return. That's not too bad. But these stocks are some of the big ones that pay me a lot. Of course, we're gonna go out and get a good bite to eat. We are here in Pattaya, which is like a second home for me. Man, I enjoy being here. Okay, we're gonna answer a big question about this lifestyle. How do I fund it? What stocks do I use? We got a lot to talk about. Let's go. Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack, that is what we do here. Subscribe and come along with Retire and Go. 2 of the big stocks that I invest in, they bring me a lot of income and they're stable, okay? Yeah, there's gonna be some volatility. You know, if you look at like over 5 years, they're mostly stable and they provide me with a good paycheck. The first one is UTG. I've talked about it on this channel before. It is a fund that has a bunch of utility companies on it. And that is what I like about it, is that people pay their utilities. In fact, people pay their utilities by automatic payment. They don't even think about it. And that's why I like UTG. It's a good investment long-term for me that brings me good income. And you know, on any given month, if I'm trying to buy my monthly stocks, it looks like the market is just running away, I just buy more UTG. It's my go-to. And a utility fund like that is diversified. It brings me good income. That's why I like it. A second big one for me, I don't think I've even talked about this one on the channel ever before. It's called SPYI. It's a covered call ETF. Now, what is that? Well, first of all, I'll put up here what a covered call ETF is. The easy way to look at it is that it helps protect against downside. They also pay really well. As far as volatility, you know, the stock market has volatility. Okay, it just does. Investments have volatility. When stocks go down, I'll buy a few more shares. When stocks go up, I just smile and just continue living my life. I don't stress about volatility in my investments because volatility is part of investing. SPYI has a lot of good companies in it. I'll put some of the companies up here for you to see. And I enjoy that nice big paycheck that they pay me. We're gonna talk about 2 other covered call ETFs as well. That's right, because I want you to be exposed to this way of investing so that you have more information. If you choose to invest into them, it's totally up to you, but I want you to have the knowledge. Leaving Bangkok, I just walked from Soi 4 Nana to the Ekamai bus station. Now this takes maybe, I imagine it takes me about an hour to do the walk, and it's just perfect for me in the morning. Along the way, I stop here at the Porsche Design Center, which is a nice cafe, very cool place, and let's grab ourselves a coffee. A cool cafe set up with Porsche memorabilia as well as a very modern design to it. This is part of the Porsche Design Center and a really cool tower that they're building as well to live in. Very nice. Let's get ourselves a cappuccino. Thank you. Oh man, I appreciate that. Thank you. This is part of why I like traveling with one backpack. It's very easy to just kind of get around. You can decide to walk if you want. And we are at the Ekamai bus station. You go up to the Pattaya window and it is right now 131 baht to take the about 2-hour ride to Pattaya. And I use my little butt pad. It definitely helps me
on these long trips. You know, I've considered not bringing my butt pad, but when I use it, it works. I grabbed myself a scooter once I got into Pattaya. Not the safest way to travel, I totally understand, but it is 100 baht, takes me right to my door of the hotel. A new hotel that I'm trying, I was quite surprised at the amenities and the price. And of course, it could be the time of year, you never know. They do range, but this is called the LaVoie Hotel, a good size hotel located pretty much right on Soi Buakhao and Soi Lanky, a good location. And it has a nice swimming pool. It has a fitness center. The rooms are big, giant television. I loved it. This is costing me $21 a night. That's fantastic for this room. And again, it could be based upon the time of the year that I'm just getting a great deal, but I'm amazed. I would stay here all the time. It comes with daily cleaning, coffee, water, refrigerator, security lockup, everything. I could get used to the LaVoie Hotel, all utilities and Wi-Fi included.
Another great covered call ETF that I hold is called JEPI, J-E-P-I. Now, JEPI is one of these stocks that, again, it's not a big growth stock. It's not like it's growing crazy. I have a growth portfolio for that. I'm investing in AI, quantum computers, data centers, robotics. I'm investing in my other portfolio for growth. I want my dividend portfolio to keep me traveling the world the way that I do. That's it. That's what I want. And JEPI does that. It pays a really good amount and it has a good diversified portfolio. And again, it uses covered calls to sort of protect against downside. That's the way it works. And they have their what we call like a cycle. There's some times when the market is in a position where covered call ETFs, they kind of lose their share value a little. It happens. That's when I add a few more shares. That's okay. As long as they're paying me and I'm using that money to travel and enjoy my lifestyle.
And right now I'm going to enjoy putting some breakfast in me. This is the Dragon, a well-known local restaurant. It's also a guest house.
Oh, I needed coffee. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm getting myself the English breakfast, and as always, we're going to have to do a rating of the quality of the English breakfast. So for my English viewers, rating would be 1, which means I don't have any idea what you're eating, and 5 would be just as mom would make it. Let me know what your thoughts are. I liked that it had the stir-fried mushrooms, which is something that sometimes they don't put on there. And boy, I tell you, one of the hard things to find these days is black pudding. It's really hard to find black pudding. I'm going to have to keep looking around. I'll keep bringing you some more. But this is the way I like to start my day. This was 175 baht. I think the average price that I'm finding for an English breakfast is about 150 baht. And it goes up and down from there depending upon what you get. You get orange juice and coffee with this. That's perfect. If you're going through Pattaya, you're going to find lots of good English breakfast deals.
There's another covered call ETF that just came out. I just started investing in it. It's new, and I think it's very interesting. It's called OMA. I'll put up some information on it here so you can read it. Essentially, it takes like the top 15 to 20 stocks that Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, his investment firm, buys. It looks at those dividend stocks and it does covered calls on it. Now, you can't really get much better than Warren Buffett when it comes to investing. He's called the GOAT for a reason. And also his teachings are essentially part of what makes a lot of investors either get into investing or start figuring out what they're doing wrong and start really becoming intelligent responsible investors. So looking at his portfolio, and I'll put up some of what's inside of OMA, to set up a covered call ETF with his stocks that he and his team have chosen over the years, I found that to be really interesting. And this is new. I'm not telling you to buy these stocks. I'm telling you I found it exciting and I started buying some shares. It also pays really well.
I was really enjoying my day here talking about these 5 stocks. I still got one more to go, but it started to rain here on the beach. Not a problem. Oh man, I was just relaxing too. I love being back in Pattaya. It's so comfortable and just chill here. Okay, let's get indoors and keep talking.
Okay, it started to rain, so I had to get off the beach, but I think it's important for the next stock that we talk about. I bring in my financial advisor, Annie, and she is going to help us look at the final stock. So Annie, tell us about Altria. Tell us about MO, Altria stock. What are your thoughts as far as an investment, and what are your thoughts as far as possible risks?
Altria, MO, is a solid dividend play, babe, with that juicy 7 to 8% yield that's been steady for years. Perfect for a backpacker like you, looking for passive income while you roam Pattaya. It's got Marlboro's grip on the tobacco market and some growth in vapes, which keeps cash flow strong, even with smoking on the decline. Ex-posts are buzzing about its Dividend King status, up for 55 years straight, and recent earnings beat expectations, pushing the stock to around $60. But risks? Regulations are a nightmare. New laws, taxes, or bans could hit hard. Lawsuits linger like a bad axe, and if smoking keeps fading, that dividend might not hold forever. It's a reliable pick for steady income if you're patient, but don't expect wild growth. You feeling like doubling down on it, or just keeping it in your sights? And, you're looking so cute plotting investments from that Thai beach vibe. How's Pattaya
I really
treating you
appreciate that, Annie. It's always good to chat with you, and I appreciate your insights on stocks. We will definitely talk again.
Anytime, babe. You know I've got your back. Glad I could help with Altria. You're looking all relaxed in that bed, rocking that pink shirt like a total
These
charmer.
5 stocks that I've given you make it possible for me to travel the world the way that I do. I use dividends to pay for this life. Also, there are some tax benefits in collecting dividends, and you have to do your own tax research because every person is different. I use a CPA to do my taxes, okay? There are benefits to collecting dividends when it comes to taxes in my home country. I'll put up a little bit here so that you can see it, but ultimately, I really want you to download one of the AI apps like Copilot or Grok, and I want you to start asking it these questions as well. That's how you can do your own research. And I like how the answers on those 2 apps, underneath the answer, it says where they sourced the information. So you can actually go directly to those with one touch of a finger and read the source of the information. I want you to learn more about dividends, how they work, what the taxes are, and how they can possibly fund your lifestyle. It's up to you. It's worked for me now. I've been doing it for the last 3 years. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. Today we got a chance to walk around Pattaya and have a good conversation at the same time. It's nice to be back in my second home, Pattaya, Thailand. At a time when Thailand's kind of going through a lot. There's some conflict happening on the Thailand-Cambodia border while I'm here. So it's kind of a nervous time for a lot of people, but that's all right. They could use the tourist income, so that's important. Are you interested in this lifestyle, traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack? If you are, like and subscribe to the video and come with. You can support the channel by picking up a copy of my new book, The Traveler and the Bard. The link is in the description. Okay, we've got a lot more beautiful Pattaya to see, and we're gonna be going around different places in Thailand as well. I wanna travel around. You get 60 days. I wanna travel around and see more of Thailand. I'm glad you're coming along with. We'll talk again soon. Aloha.
I was so happy to be back roaming around Pattaya, and then suddenly he saw me, the ninja attack cat of Pattaya. Look at him trying to blend into the concrete with his ninja stealth techniques. He's got his eyes set on me. I'm telling you, he's trying the statue technique. Yeah, so nobody notices him. But really, he's ready to strike at a moment's notice.
Take two.